I'm just a rock chick.
I would describe my music and my sound as Avril Lavigne.
It's the best damn thing.
Welcome back to another episode of the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast, a facts and trivia-based podcast about Canadian pop singer Avril Lavigne. I'm your host, Andrea DiFrancesco. In this edition of the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast, we'll go behind the scenes of every performance Avril has ever done with another artist, from performing with her personal icons like Alanis Morissette and Pat Benatar to new talent like Cassidy Pope and Willow Smith. Avril has shared the stage with many incredible artists over her 20-year career. We discussed quite a few of these performances already in the previous episode about songs she has covered by other artists, so some of these will appear here again. But there's also lots of new information as well, and I will even be including some audio clips to help tell these fascinating stories. We'll go in chronological order of her career, starting with her infamous performance with Shania Twain before she became famous. As we've discussed in several episodes, Avril performed with country singer Shania Twain after winning a local radio contest in March 1999. Shania had the idea to hold a contest for each city on her Come On Over tour, where the winner would sing Shania's debut single What Made You Say That on stage with her. A 14-year-old Avril was the winner for the Ottawa show, which was held at the Corel Centre for a sold-out crowd of over 20,000 people. Avril told Shania that she would like to become a famous singer, and just a few years later, Avril had her own sold-out show at the same venue. A very brief clip of Avril's duet with Shania was featured in the VH1 documentary Driven. In the documentary, Sue Gordon, who was the DJ at the radio station that held the contest, described the experience of watching Avril perform with Shania, saying she got up on stage and just killed it. She was great. She got a standing O from the audience. Her rhythm and her movement and the way she worked the stage, she was a natural. Shania was definitely blown away. In an interview Shania did with Speaker's Corner on Much Music in 2002, Avril sent in a video clip asking Shania if she remembered her. This is what Shania had to say.
I'm so thrilled that this happened for her, but for even my own personal self, because it was my goal to give other young people the opportunity to get up on stage and in an environment where they could blossom that I dreamed of doing when I was a child and never really had the chance. But I'd never had the opportunity to meet an idol of mine or anything like that. So I just thought it would be great to run a contest in every city that I was in and invite somebody up on stage, because I just thought you never know. There could be somebody out there who was as serious as I was, who really just wants a break. So congratulations, Avril.
Additionally, Shania introduced Avril as a performer at the 2003 Juno Awards, which were coincidentally held at the Corel Centre in Ottawa. During this same awards ceremony, Avril won several Juno Awards, including New Artist of the Year, Single of the Year, and Album of the Year. In 2004, Avril performed Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls with the band's frontman Johnny Resnick for an event called Fashion Rocks, taped on September 8th at Radio City Music Hall in New York City and televised on September 26th. They performed the song together again at the Star 94 Jingle Jam on December 16th, 2013 in Atlanta, Georgia. In 2005, Avril performed Ironic by Alanis Morissette with her at a show at the House of Blues in West Hollywood on February 11th. There is an audio recording of the performance available on YouTube, but there is no video of the full performance. The only video clip that exists is a very brief portion of the performance that was included during an interview Avril did during that time. Alanis performed an alternate version of the song where she changes the lyrics from "It's meeting the man of my dreams" and then "meeting his beautiful wife" to "meeting his beautiful husband." They also performed Avril's 2003 single, Losing Grip. In 2005, Avril played drums on a cover of Song 2 by Blur on the Bones tour, with opening act Butch Walker performing vocals. On October 29, 2007, Avril was joined by the Japanese boy band SMAP to perform her single Girlfriend for their TV program SMAP X SMAP, also called Sma Sma. On November 28, 2007, Avril performed Adia by Sarah McLachlan when they chose to perform it together at a benefit concert in Montreal for Unite for Children, Unite for AIDS, with Sarah accompanying Avril on the piano. There is video footage on YouTube taken by an audience member. For select shows of the Best Damn Tour in 2008, Avril performed In Too Deep by Sum 41 with her then-husband and frontman of the band, Derek Whibley. Professionally recorded footage from the show in Nagoya, Japan was uploaded to Avril's official YouTube channel. Avril performed an impromptu karaoke cover of I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett with the hair metal band Steel Panther during a concert at the Key Club in Hollywood on November 3, 2008, after the band encouraged her to join them on stage while drunk. In 2011, Avril performed Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar with her during the Oprah Winfrey Show special Rock Goddesses of the 70s and 80s, aired on April 13th as part of the show's 25th season. The episode featured female rock legends such as Benatar, Joan Jett, Stevie Nicks, and the hip-hop group Salt and Peppa performing their hits with current acts such as Avril, Miley Cyrus, and Sheryl Crow. Before and during the show, Avril was interviewed about what it was like to sing with Pat.
It's always really nice when you can, when I meet these people and these other women who have been around longer than me and who are so talented and have such great songs, and to be able to see them and perform with them, it's really awesome.
This is your first time performing together?
Yes.
This is my first time performing with Pat, and it's the biggest honor ever. This is such a moment for me to remember. This is so amazing, huge.
So I've heard that you've said that you wouldn't even be who you are, where you are, without women like Pat and Stevie and Joan.
I mean, it's true. These women paved the way for artists like me, and they were the first women in rock and roll and had to go head to head with other male bands. So, I mean, they're strong, they're independent, they're doing what they love, and that's really just what it's all about.
At the end of the episode, all the guests came out together to sing We Are Family by Sister Sledge. On the Canadian leg of the Black Star Tour in October 2011, Avril performed several songs as part of an acoustic set with her former guitarist and opening act, Evan Taubenfeld. They performed Avril's songs Tomorrow and Everybody Hurts, as well as Evan's single Best Years of Our Lives, which featured Avril as a guest artist. On December 21, 2011, Avril performed her 2002 hit Complicated on the Season 1 finale of the American version of the reality singing competition The X Factor, with finalist Chris Renee, who added an extra rap verse. After the performance, Avril said, "He's really amazing coming in here today, and just hearing someone else sing my song and he's a dude, he definitely kicked ass." Avril's former label head at Arista, Antonio L.A. Reid, was Chris's mentor on the show at that time. On the Black Star Tour in February 2012, Avril was joined by the Japanese trio Mugen for one of the shows in Japan, who performed taiko drums on What the Hell. Footage from the performance was included as a webisode of What the Hell TV on Avril's YouTube channel. Here's a clip of Avril talking about how the idea came about.
Drummer boys are going to do a whole intro to my show tonight, and they're going to play for about 2.5 minutes, and then they're going to play along with What the Hell, the song that I run out, my first song that I sing. So it's pretty exciting that we were able to pull this all together and make it happen.
How'd you meet these dudes? How did it?
So this was all last minute. I did a TV show for, I think it was a music station. I did a TV show and I met these guys and they were performing for me and showing me how to play the drums. And then I just had this idea. I'm like, you guys have to come to my concert. I'm playing in 2 days. Come open for me and play on stage. So they were like, no way, in Japanese. And then I was like, yeah way, in English. And then we just made it happen. So it's really, really cool. Oh my God.
On December 18, 2012, Avril performed her 2002 single I'm With You on the finale of The Voice US Season 3 with finalist and eventual winner Cassidy Pope, formerly of the pop-punk band Hey Monday. During a red carpet interview by Synergistic Productions after the finale, Cassidy mentioned that performing with Avril was a dream come true, and I will never forget how nice she was to me. She also went on to say that Avril had loved her performances from earlier this season of her hits My Happy Ending and I'm With You. During the Avril Lavigne era, Avril performed her 2013 single Let Me Go featuring Nickelback frontman Chad Kroeger during several promo performances as well as select dates of the Avril Lavigne tour in 2014. For the Japanese dates of the Avril Lavigne tour in February 2014, the Japanese trio Mugen joined her on stage once again for a taiko drum segment and also performed Hello Kitty with her. On August 29, 2015, Avril joined Taylor Swift on stage to sing Complicated during the San Diego stop of Taylor's 1989 World Tour. When introducing Avril, Taylor said, "We've been texting all week and we finally got to meet today and she's so cool. She's so sweet, which I love, when I find out that one of my favorite artists is also super amazing as a person." Avril joined Nickelback on stage at their show at the Greek Theater in Los Angeles on September 8, 2017 to perform their 2006 hit Rockstar. Frontman Chad Kroeger told a story prior to the performance about how Avril had actually shot footage to be used in the song's music video, but she didn't like how it turned out and pulled her appearance. In 2019, Avril sang on stage with Macy Gray at an event called Chef Dance on January 26th as part of the Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah. Together, they performed Macy's hit song I Try, coincidentally released on Avril's 15th birthday in 1999. On the West Coast leg of the Head Above Water tour in September 2019, Avril performed a drum cover of Beverly Hills by Weezer with the opening act Jaguar Twin. The band's lead singer Roy English did vocals. For the show on October 6th in Toronto, Avril invited Michael Clifford of the pop-punk band 5 Seconds of Summer on stage to perform Skater Boy, where he played on Avril's signature pink Squire Telecaster guitar. On October 25, 2019, Avril performed Girlfriend with Halsey at Halsey's annual Halloween party in Los Angeles. The theme was rock stars from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, Avril dressed as Madonna and Halsey dressed as Marilyn Manson. Fans could RSVP to attend for free if they made a donation to My Friend's Place. Avril explained in an interview with Hollywire that Halsey called her to attend the event and that Avril scrambled at the last minute to find a costume to wear, and that the costume was made up of clothes she already had in her closet. On March 11, 2021, Avril appeared as a guest on the Youngblood Show 1-year anniversary special livestream event to perform an acoustic rendition of I'm With You with alternative artist Youngblood. They wore matching outfits in Youngblood's signature red and black colors. Avril and alternative artist Mod Sun debuted the first live performance of Flames on Jimmy Kimmel Live on May 12, 2021. The performance was taped on May 8th at producer John Feldman's studio, featuring Avril on electric guitar and wearing a custom-designed jumpsuit designed by Ashton Michael. John Feldman accompanied them on guitar, and skaters were skateboarding on set during the performance. On July 16, 2021, Avril appeared as a guest to perform Grow live for the first time with Willow Smith and Travis Barker during Willow's album concert special, broadcast on Facebook Messenger and Instagram Live. In a behind-the-scenes clip, Willow explained, "I'm just so excited because me and Avril have never performed live together, so this is going to be a whole completely different experience. It's a huge opportunity for me to be able to really do this to the fullest and be able to connect with people who can inspire me and teach me, and she's just one of those people. I'm just so grateful we got to meet." On September 5th, 2021, Mod Sun began his Internet Killed the Rockstar tour at the Bottle Rock Music Festival in Napa Valley, California. He brought Avril out as a surprise guest to sing Flames at the end of the show. As of the time of this recording, it is not known whether Avril will appear at more shows on the tour. And there you have it. That's every live performance Avril has done so far in her 20-year career with other artists. Which artist do you hope she performs with next? While many fans have been clamoring for a duet with her protege Billie Eilish, I would personally love to see Avril rock out with Olivia Rodrigo on her pop-punk track, Good For You. Let me know your dream Avril collab over on the official podcast page on Instagram at bestdamnavrilpod or email bestdamnavrilpod@yahoo.com. And with that, we conclude this edition of the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. If you enjoyed this episode, tune in next time for episode 12, where we'll be diving into facts and trivia all about each of Avril's world tours. Find out the biggest crowd Avril's ever played for, as well as all the artists and bands who have opened for her. That's coming up next time on the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast. The Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast is hosted, produced, and edited by Andre DiFrancesco. Theme music is HD and Lights by J. Powell Flicks. Follow the latest podcast news on Instagram at bestdamnavrilpod or email bestdamnavrilpod@yahoo.com.